Same old tired old, well, these other states have way more crime than Chicago. Here's another worthless doctor that knows absolutely nothing about what she's talking about, using the same old tired talking points.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think that Chicago has become America's largest outdoor shooting range? Do you think it's because of Chicago citizens who have no criminal record, but who have lawfully a gun in their home for protection or perhaps for hunting? Or do you think it's because of a finite group of criminals who have rap sheets as long as King Kong's arm?
So Mississippi, Louisiana, and Missouri actually have higher firearm death rates. Obviously, there's certain...
What about Chicago?
So I don't live in Chicago. It's not my primary area of research.
You don't have an opinion on that?
I think there's easy access to firearms combined with environmental conditions, lack of great education. There have actually been studies showing that when you green vacant lots and repair abandoned buildings in urban neighborhoods, you see decreases in gunshots, in violence, as well as in stress and depression in the neighborhoods around them.
No disrespect, Doc, but that sounds like...
The best part about all this is she's talking about that it's climate and that it's stress and it's this and that that's causing all these criminals to, commit all these crimes. Well, what's interesting is that she doesn't mention that these cities are Democrat run for generations after generation after generation. That's who is in these cities committing these crimes. So she's basically saying that Democrat policies are what's making these criminals mad or making them less fortunate, and therefore they are committing these crimes. So really, she's indicting the Democrat Party yet again. Now, the left cannot talk about Chicago. They hate when you talk about Chicago, and here's why. Because Chicago is their gun control utopia, right? This is the model city for what gun control should be and how it should operate. And it is a complete failure in every sense of the word. The superintendent for Chicago PD once said a couple years back that the same 1,400 individuals drive 86% of the crime. Well, how's that possible? Well, here's how is that possible. Because they commit a crime and they get a slap on the wrist and they get let out again. Guess what they do? They recommit a crime, get a slap on the wrist, get back on the road. 1,400 individuals drive 86% of the crime. And here's where this doctor is a complete fool, is that when she talks about, oh, these other cities have crime and this, that, and the other, and there's higher than in Chicago, this and that, she's not diving into the grandeur level where when you look at Texas, Houston, Austin, Dallas, those are the cities, Democrat-run cities, that drive the crime in the stats. You think this is happening in the outskirts of these towns in Texas? No, it's not. And that's what they don't get into. You can go into all these states and do the same thing. They always want to talk about how, well, in this state it's higher in Chicago. But they never dive into the public as to why Chicago's crime is so high. These doctors are completely worthless. I don't know what. So they're basically like doctors that don't help people. That's basically what they are. But if you're not, taking guts and putting them back into people, like, you're not really a doctor. You're just a fake pretend doctor that went to school for too long and paid too much. These doctors are ridiculous. It's pathetic. The founding fathers knew what they were doing when they empowered you with the Second Amendment and gave you the ultimate tool to defend your life and your family's life with it. So do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when next one of these videos comes out. And thank you for watching.